Welcome to CHILIpulse. This is the space that we created to get actionable insights on all things related to CHILI GraFx. And today I have the honor to welcoming Pieterjan. Welcome, Pieterjan.
Welcome, Bram.
Before we dive into the content, maybe a quick introduction. Who is Pieterjan? What is your role?
Yeah, well, I'm the product owner of CHILI GraFx, which is our multi-channel creative automation platform we launched a couple of months ago. And within Chili, I'm responsible for prioritizing all the things that we want to build and align with all the stakeholders.
That's a big task, having everybody aligned and then translating it to a product.
Well, the responsibility is being the voice of the customer. So if people have questions, we need to address them and see how we can solve them or bring new features to the platform. Yeah.
We have a few product owners. You're responsible for which part?
For the platform itself. So indeed, I have a colleague, Jeroen, who is a product owner of Studio, and I'm responsible for the layer on top of that of the platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in the platform, today we're going to talk about user management. But before we go into that, we have a quick word of our sponsor.
Hi, on behalf of all of us at CHILIPublish, we would like to invite you to Create US, our flagship event in Austin, Texas, happening on the 28th and 29th of June. Create is a place for you to meet other members of the creative tech community, learn about the impact creative automation is having on the industry from leaders such as Forrester, creatives, decision makers, and technologists. Take part in hands-on workshops to get certified on CHILI GraFx, our multi-channel creative automation platform, and a whole lot more. See you there.
So welcome back, and thanks to the sponsor.
Yeah.
So let's dive into the actual user management. User management sounds quite obvious. Why is it a topic that we need to cover?
Well, for CHILIpulse, it's quite a big topic because in the past we were always a headless solution, which means that our clients would integrate our editor, our engine, into their ecosystem. And now we're making a switch towards being a platform which is self-service. This doesn't mean that we are no longer API first. Really important thing to mention here. We are still API first, but besides that, we offer a new type of solution to the clients, which is self-service.
So API first, indeed, we talked about that in another episode. It's still an important thing.
Yeah.
We can be served as an engine in another platform, in another solution.
Yeah, that's still possible, yeah. But it's now important to know that in the past we didn't really need to manage users, and now we do have, because we have a platform and it enables people to collaborate on that platform, to create together. And in that order, we need to manage them properly.
Indeed. So we invite different types of users, then like the machine-to-machine, which is specifically needed in an API environment.
Yeah. You could say it like this, that indeed we have machine-to-machine users, but we also have human users now on the platform.
Yes.
That's how we can call them.
All good for the humans.
Yeah, all good for the humans, yeah.
All right. Now we have the humans on board. Finally, we have humans on board. How would that translate to our customers? Can we talk about types of customers? What kind of roles what are they looking for roles in our platform?
Yeah, well, if we look at our customers, we have, of course, brand and retailers as one of the main type of customers that we serve. And it's good to know that how we have built a platform, because the platform is built with environments. And you could see an environment as a space within the platform where you have all our applications available. I'm talking about GraFx Publisher, GraFx Studio, which is our editor apps, but also fonts and media, which is our resources applications. And in each space, each environment, you have those applications available, which means as a brand or a retailer, you will have probably one environment for you, which means that your team will work together in one environment, and you can invite people from within your organization, but also outside your organization, to join you in that environment and work together.
And in one environment, you would typically gather assets, documents, smart templates around a brand, a sub-brand.
A brand, yeah. But indeed, you mentioned sub-brands. It's possible that as a brand, you have multiple environments. That's also perfectly possible. So the platform really suits on the needs that you have. That's the idea. And
an environment is like a division of, if it's in one environment, it's not accessible in another environment. Yeah. That's where we make the distinction?
Let's consider them as silos, if we can put it like that. And within each silo, each environment, you'll have users, and you can decide which user has access to which environment and which role this user has. So that's an important thing to manage there. And that's why we are talking today about user management. How will you manage that?
So let's make it tangible. I am a brand owner. What type of roles do I see, and how do we offer that in our platform?
Yeah, well, let's name the first role is the subscription admin. I would call him the king of the platform. What I mean by that, he really, or she, manage really the full platform. They have access to all the reporting data, also to billing accounts, to the subscription information, but they can also invite other users to the platform. So the subscription admin is the boss of the platform, and besides that, you have for each environment, you will have an admin. And an environment admin, as we call that role on the platform, will manage the environment, which means that this person can invite people to that environment and decide, okay, you will get this role and you have this responsibility within that environment. So we have a subscription admin, we have an environment admin, we also have an end user. And an end user is just a regular user who joins the platform and can work with the templates that are made available for him or her. Because we have the most important role on the platform, which is our template designer, but the star player of the platform, because he or she can create templates, can create the smart templates in Publisher or in Studio, can share them with other users. So the moment a template designer has created a template, they can make it available to other users, and they can start create at scale with those templates. Yeah. So if you're a brand or a retailer, you will have the head of marketing, for example, being the subscription admin. Then you will have head of your creative team, for example, being the environment admin, and then you have your graphics designer being a template designer, and your copywriter being an end user on the platform. That's really a specific example. And also important to know is that the platform enables also to invite people from outside your organization to an environment.
So imagine you have an agency, but you have freelance colleagues. You can invite them also to collaborate on smart templates.
Maybe you don't have a template designer in your team, and you want to work with someone who's outside, a freelance template designer. You can invite that person to your environment. They can create the templates for you, and you can work with them.
That goes for an agency, but also for a brand.
Yeah,
if a brand has an in-house agency, they can also invite external template designers.
Exactly, yeah. We talked about brands, maybe let's also talk about an agency, because if you're an agency, you have multiple clients you work for, and for each client, you can set up an environment. And then you can decide as an agency, okay, this is responsible for that client, so this person will be the environment admin of that environment, of that space, so for that client, and then that person can manage all the accounts there. But it's also possible that you have environment admins across multiple clients, and then that person is environment for multiple environments. So this is how you can really set up the user management very flexible, just with your own needs in mind, and so you can serve the clients.
But does that mean that, let's say as an agency, I serve 20 clients, 20 brands, do I need 20 designers?
No, good question. You can have one designer, for example, and assign that person to all the environments, and then they can create with one designer.
Or I can have like one designer serving 5 customers, 5 clients, and another designer serving different environments.
Exactly. Or that can be a designer from outside your organization. It's just like you want.
Or they could both work on the same customers and vice versa, so it's quite flexible.
So, and that's in fact a big change. In the past, you would need to build your own integration within the ecosystem, and now with the introduction with the platform, you now have full user management on our platform. That's why you are doing this.
Okay, same goes for a brand. It's a similar concept. Organize it to have the right roles to the right people.
Indeed.
Okay. Yeah. Super. And what's next? Now, before we go there, what's next? Some people asked us, but what if I have X amount of users? I have 100 users. Doesn't that ramp up the pricing?
Well, for us, we don't care how many users you have. So we don't charge you for any extra users. The only thing, you have a template designer seat, which is something you need to pay for, but the users are unlimited, so you can invite as much as people as you want on the platform. It's not something we will charge you for.
That would give some peace of mind to the customers.
Yeah, indeed, you don't have to worry about people entering the platform. there's no need to worry about that.
Super. User management, yeah. We are a brand. We already have user management in the company, also we as a company. Do I need to recreate all these users in the platform? Is that something that is available or coming soon?
You mean if, as a company, you want to use your own identity provider, for example?
Indeed.
Yeah, indeed. That's something that is coming soon, indeed. So in the next months, we will release the possibility to use your own identity provider, which means that the users already exist and they can be added to the platform. So that is one step further than again to have user management.
It might as well be available by the release of this session. You never know.
I will do my best, Bram, to enable
Super.
that.
Other things that are on the roadmap for user management that are important?
There are some things like we want to have user groups, which means that you can group users together and then assign them to an environment with a specific role. So that's also a nice feature we want to add. And also, next step being fine-grained access to the media and the fonts applications, that you really can design the access management there. So that's one of the things that we want to work on for the upcoming year. In fact,
super tools to speed up the user management so that you don't have to do it one by one.
The idea is that we want to make it as simply as possible to manage those users and to create at scale. That's the idea. All
right. Well, super. Looking forward. Thank you for being here and shining a bit of light on user management.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
CHILI GraFx. Thanks also you for listening or viewing this episode, and we hope to see you in the next episodes. If you like this episode and you want to get engaged or you have tips for improvements or changes, please let us know at pulse@chilipublish.com. Also, if you want to be informed of next episodes, please subscribe to the newsletter on the form below.